All right, we're going to talk about an important topic today, a very real topic about characters in Naruto. Are they good characters, you know? That's what it all comes down to. Are they well-written characters? So this is going to be a pretty serious one today as we examine the characters in this lineup. Were they well-written? Are they legitimately good characters? Did they have a good arc? A lot of characters don't get a lot of screen time. Naruto B, are they going to come up? Are they going to be a good time? Let's find out. Okay, pretty easy start to warm up. I think we can all agree definitively no for Karin. She sort of has a sexual fascination with the sauce boy. I think there's a flashback maybe in the manga where it turns out she was in the Chunin exams. I hope that's not like Daigo Knight's rewrite only. I think it's true. I think she was like a grass ninja, and she was in the Chunin exams, and there's a flashback that kind of retcons her to be in the Chunin exams to see Sasuke for the first time, and she's very impressed with him. I think that's real. Other than that, we get almost nothing from Karin. She's an Uzumaki. She doesn't really have a character beyond being obsessed with Sasuke. It's kind of a fun comedy character trait because she bounces off Suigetsu and Jugo and stuff. So I guess she's more of a gag character. And because she is one of the bad guys on the sort of bad guy sidekick team, it makes sense that she's not like a hugely fleshed out character. But nonetheless, I think we have to say Karin is maybe not a very good character. How about this little frog? He's a cute guy. Gamma fucking the Kiro or whatever. Gamma Kumba. Is he a good character? I don't really remember what he does, to be honest. I think he probably comes up as kind of a joke frogman. Does he ever get summoned? Is he small or is he big? I feel like the background doesn't really give you that many hints. Kind of a nothing frog. I honestly can't say that much about him. I think besides Gamabunta, the other frogs don't have a lot of personality. There's the old frog Sage at Mount Miyaboku or whatever who can literally read the future, which is kind of cool. But the other frogs seem to not have a ton of personality. Here's Naruto. That's a legitimately interesting question. Is Naruto a good character? One of the main thematic challenges of the show is reconciling the beginning of, show/comic. Reconciling the beginning of it, which is, can you succeed in life when you start with nothing, like Naruto? No parents, no friends, no hope. And reconciling that with the fact that Naruto is the son of the grandson of a god, and the son of the Buddha of ninjutsu, basically. It's kind of a hard theme to reconcile in the end. I don't really think the theme gets executed perfectly by the very end. But that doesn't mean Naruto is a bad character. I mean, we spend the most time with him. We get to see him grow the most. We get to see him form a lot of bonds, right, with Jiraiya, Kakashi. Not really Iruka, because we don't ever see Iruka beyond the beginning. The crux of the show is kind of based on Naruto's relationship with Sasuke, which is funny, because we don't actually see, certainly in the manga, maybe there's more filler stuff in the anime, we don't ever really see them become friends. We just see them kind of hate each other, and you can be like, oh, well, they were friends while they were fighting Haku or whatever, or they were friends while they were, like, trying to survive the Chunin exams or whatever, and, like, they have one or two moments where Sasuke is like, hey, I want to fight you too, and Naruto is happy about that. But we don't see, like, a lifetime friendship blossom between the two of them. It's kind of off-screened. It's kind of funny. Naruto's obsessed with this guy, and we've never really seen them become close friends or best friends. It's all kind of off-screened. So a lot of things about this character are kind of curious. They're kind of weird. They're kind of not there. Like, I guess as time goes on, things just get retconned because it's such a long series. But like even this is more anime stuff. But even the early days of being friendless, you see more stuff, more flashbacks where like he's hanging out with Shikamaru and Choji and like, oh, they're buds. Okay, well, I guess he does have friends. Or he's hanging out with Hinata because it doesn't make any sense that they get together at the end. And there are more, this is mostly like filled in with anime movie crap, so that, it's not really canon to the manga. There's a lot of, all I'm saying is, there's a lot of blind spots in Naruto's sort of character development. Nonetheless, I think he's still fun. It's just fun to see him grow, right? It's fun to see him develop and become more confident as a person, as a boy, as a ninja. And there is sort of something inherently fun about like watching a shonen character just get more friends and get stronger and sort of like add people to the team. I guess that's why people like shonen. It's sort of an inherently fun thing to see a character who starts out kind of low end become, very powerful and very popular and have lots of friends. So I don't think I can say that he's a bad character by any means. I think his character arc's very enjoyable. And even though it's sort of missing some things, on the whole, I would say good. Wow, Itachi. Okay, yeah, let's talk Itachi's character arc. I mean, he's set up as a cool guy. He's set up as a scary cool guy at the beginning. That's neat. You finally get the payoff, right? You get the Sasuke Itachi battle. That's awesome. It's really cool. They're fighting each other with illusions. They're doing huge moves against each other. Itachi's pulling out crazy, crazy stops. Amaterasu's really hard to beat. Then at the very last moment, he has a huge new ability that you've never seen before. Susanoo, crazy out of left field. So he's a character with lots of surprises. He keeps the audience very sort of engaged by surprising you time and time again. And then, I mean, to build on that, you find out that he was a good guy. He's a good guy all along. Kind of a hilarious twist. I don't know that it really is executed too well. It's just such a hard sell, right? To think that Itachi, by doing untold murder and horrors to his own clan, killing every single one of them, that was like a positive thing. Because it just, it's just too hard to swallow that destroying the entire Uchiha bloodline except Sasuke was like a good thing or a lesser of two evils. Because they were like, oh, if the Uchiha then make a civil war, the Leaf will be vulnerable. Other countries will try to attack the Leaf. But like, so you're saying like, I guess the alternative is to have a war, but like the outcome of a war wouldn't it just be that one side is like completely eliminated, which is exactly what Itachi did? He just killed the side that would have been engaging in the war. So they're all dead, which is like, it's a hard pill to swallow. Okay, moving on. You see him again in the war arc. He comes back as a zombie. It's cool. He seems to be kind of like the secret agent type of character where he's like so on top of everything that he can't be brainwashed as a zombie. He has a contingency plan for that. He's kind of like a super genius villain almost turned good guy. He has a mind control eye that like undoes the control on himself. He goes to fight Kabuto. He reconciles with Sasuke. It's cool. I mean, even if it doesn't make sense, I think we have to say that just by being a guy who is super smart, having all these plans up his sleeve, he's a really compelling character. Everybody likes him because he's just so cool. He has all these plans within plans. And, at the end of the day, even after he's died, he still comes back and he still sort of fights the good fight and puts an end to all this zombie reincarnation antics. So, you got to admit Itachi is a compelling character, whether the Uchiha genocide thing makes sense or not. There's Asuma. Well, we don't really get to see too much of him. He is part of one of the best arcs. His death sort of creates one of the best arcs, character-wise, for Shikamaru, which we all know and love. You sort of see the most of him when he's going to fight Hidan and Kakuzu. And his death is good. It is compelling. We see more from Shikamaru. Like, it's compelling because Shikamaru cares so much about Asuma and he's so heartbroken. And that's kind of what makes Asuma a good character. I think if we didn't have Shikamaru grieving the way he does, we wouldn't care about Asuma nearly as much. But because of the team that he rears, because of the bonds he makes with his students, that's sort of what makes his death compelling and important. I don't know if he's a good character on his sort of standing alone, but he's a good character in the sense that he sets up one of the best character growth moments in the whole comic, the whole show. So that's really all we sort of know about him. He was kind of a surprise as a kid to find out that he was the third Hokage's son. I believe that's true. He's a Sarutobi. So that's kind of a little mini surprise. But, on the whole, what is Asuma like? He's just kind of a bro. He's just kind of a guy. He's kind of an athletic dad. He's always smoking a cigarette, kind of cool guy, always kind of chill, hanging out with Kakashi and Kurenai. Beyond that, we don't get a ton of personality from him, I don't think. He doesn't have a tragic backstory or anything. He teaches Naruto a little bit about wind chakra, and that's it. So yeah, in conclusion, I think he is a character who sets up other good characters. And to be honest, you gotta respect that. Okay, cool. Well, this was fun. I kind of liked talking about the characters in this, in how they relate to the actual show/comic. I think that's kind of a valuable thing to consider after all these weeks and all these episodes of talking about characters and their personalities and everything. So maybe I'll do it again. It's hard if you get the same characters, I guess, because you have to sort of gloss over them or talk about them again, which is tricky. But hey, that's the show. That's the show we signed up for when we're getting Naruto cards that often have the same characters. All right, well, there is a cool golden Itachi. Probably we do have this one, but hey, it's real nice looking. All right, signing off. Think about think about how you'd be a character in Naruto.